Welcome back, my dear students. In this lecture here, we're going to be actually abstracting the update method. We already abstracted the create method and it was pretty fun, don't you think? Well, I thought so. So on this lecture here, we're going to be jumping into the update method. All right. Now this is going to be a little trickier. I don't know if you try to do it by yourself already, but we see that we have this assignment operator here, right? And it's getting in the way. All right, so this data here, and now I know that this data is not escaped, and we're going to be taking care of that soon. All right, I just know that we will be escaping the data later on, but right now we are going to focus on creating the abstraction first. All right, so what we really want to do is we want to create another array to actually handle this. All right, to handle this pair basically of username and value, right? The key and the value. So the way I want to do this is first, let's go ahead and bring this in. All right. Let's bring our object properties, right? And the next thing is that I want to create another array. I'm going to call this property pairs. All right. And I'm just going to make sure it's empty for now. All right. So what we want to do is we want to create a for each loop. We are going to be looping through this array right here. We're going to be pulling out the key and the value. All right. And then we are going to be actually formatting the key and the value to look like this. All right. To have the username with the assignment operator, the single quotes and all that. All right. So we can do this here. But first, and then once we format that, all right, the key and the value to look like that, then we assign it to this array right here. So let's go ahead and bring that down right here. All right. And now we're going to be formatting this. All right. So I'm going to close everything in double quotes. And this is how I'm going to do it. All right. I'm going to use the curly brackets just to put our variable in there. The key. That's the first one that we need to put. Then we put that assignment operator right here. All right. Then I'm going to use the single quotes because if you notice, this has single quotes right here. All right. This is the characters. These are the strings. So we're going to put the single quotes in there. And that's the whole reason why I got the double quotes outside so that I can use the single quotes inside. We are going to be actually using some curly brackets too, $, and then we are going to bring in the value. All right. Hopefully you see what I just did. All right. Perfect. I think this is going to make a very good abstraction. All right. So now I can take all this out of here. We could take all this out of here, and please do the code with me. All right. Don't just watch me there because you are here to learn. So make sure that you know your time is spent doing something valuable and is coding. All right. So I took all that off and we are going to be concatenating this here. All right. I'm actually going to be using the implode again. All right. And I'm going to be dividing each of these values here, right, into actually the keys and values with a comma, and then our single quotes are taken care right here. Okay, just know that. So everything is being divided by a comma and some single quotes that I'm doing right here. All right, and just put a comma here to divide the array, and that's it. All right, that's it. Look at your code really good. Make sure that everything is working. Make sure that you have this space right here in this where, because if you don't have that space, it's not going to work. And if you don't have this space here, make sure that you have some space up here somewhere. All right, but this should work fine. If it doesn't work, we're going to find out in the next lecture. All right. So anyway, I think we have done a pretty good job here. You can organize your code a little bit more if you want to. Make this a little tighter. All right. But on the next lecture, we're going to be testing this update method out to see if it works before we continue. Thank you so much for watching. You're doing a great job. This was a very short and sweet lecture. I think so, right? All right. So see you in the next one. Take care.